let's talk about this show. I have a feeling we're going to argue about it, and I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight everybody. I'm ready to fight the chat. I'm ready to fight everyone. I am ready to go. I was giddy during this show. Loved it, and it started off with a good one. MJF comes out and calls Ospreay weak and says his win was the easiest he's ever had. Then takes shots at Ospreay's grandma. Then he debuts a new championship. Well, it's a new name, I guess. The American Championship. Then after an American flag drops with it, Ospreay comes out and says he's getting his rematch at Wembley. This was a fantastic segment. I'm going to start with you're the guest, John. I'll start with you. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me this was not an awesome segment.
It had its moments. I enjoyed certain elements about it, but let's get one thing clear. That was not an American flag that was dropped behind MJF. That was an altered American flag with the stars replaced by his face. And I believe you're not supposed to do that. I don't think you're supposed to alter the American flag in its display in any way. Now, there was some debate in the Wrestling Inc. newsroom tonight between myself and someone who knows legal matters quite a bit more accurately than I do. We did find some flag code. There's one interpretation that says you're not allowed to alter the flag within the District of Columbia, and the other just in general. So listen, I wasn't out for blood. I wasn't angry. It was just something I noticed. My father's an Army vet, and I thought that was something that stuck out to me. Either way, I don't like people going after dead grandmas. I can tell you that. Hey, dads are okay. But come on, sweet little old grandmas. Come on, man. But hey, honestly, it's heel 101 what MJF is doing, which is pretty cool if you think about how popular he was not too long ago before his return. So he's doing great work there. It's good back and forth leading to the match, and I think the match being announced for All In, or not officially announced but alluded to, was not a surprise for anybody. But MJF was and probably is your biggest star, right? So, and now we've got this title, and now it's been renamed also unofficially. It looks like Ospreay retrieved it from the trash, so he's still going to want to call it the International, and MJF's going to want to call it. So there's a lot of stuff that's going into that. But All In is your biggest event of the year. He's your biggest star, in my opinion. There's still some guys that are rising up the ranks very quickly. Ospreay as well. Maybe for a different title was in the hopes for somebody somewhere at some point, but they'll make the best of it, and it'll be a great match.
Now, John brings up a great point, Jimmy, about what was done to the American flag. And I know I don't know the law inside and out, but I can't argue when America's champion does something. That is what we do. We follow the leader of America's champion. So, Jimmy, as a Canadian, do you think that MJF has the right to change the American flag?
I'm going to leave that debate to the Americans. I don't want to get caught in the middle of this. I'm a neutral country. I am Canada, but as someone who has been a part of certain elements where they've implemented the American flag in the past, aka the Un-Americans, where the flag was actually presented upside down. I don't know. It is heat. That's for sure. It is heat by MJF, and you're right, John. What he has done brilliantly is when he came back, the crowd was hot. They wanted more MJF every time. They wanted more, and he turned them into hating him, really detesting him. It's not even that where people are going, "Oh, yeah, I love him as a heel. He's doing a great job as a heel." They're going, "Oh, I hate this SOB," because he comes off as a real SOB, and when you're being real, that's why it resonates with the audience. But the only thing I had an issue with the opening segment was before the opening segment with MJF. Before that segment, we had what was it? Alex Marvez was in the parking lot. Where was this parking lot supposedly?
Yeah, that I would have liked, because I thought I missed it, but they didn't say it.
I maybe I missed it. Maybe. It was pretty quick because I saw him flash up on my screen there. And then Will came in. It looked like he was in a hurry to get somewhere. And he went to his car and found the knife in the tire. And
yeah, so I thought I just missed it. So I didn't put it. I assumed the airport just because, Steven says it was at the hotel.
Okay.
Did they say it was the hotel, or is that an assumption?
Okay.
Yeah,
Either or.
the hotel parking lot.
Either or, regardless of whether it was a hotel, the airport, or your local eatery. What is Alex Marvez doing there? Isn't he supposed to be at the arena interviewing talent?
You know what I think he was doing? Slashing Will Ospreay's tires.
Oh no!
I think Alex Marvez is on MJF payroll. That's what I think happened. I will say with that, you know what? This is just me. Maybe this is my stupid humor. I thought they missed an opportunity here to win. When Ospreay's like, is your car here, Alex? I thought they missed a great opportunity to turn and just show some beat up old dumpy car for Alex Marvez to be driving, and Will Ospreay be like, that's your car, and then he has to drive that to the arena, and they can even do the old like they do it in other companies all the time, where they drive up to the arena like they're all tough, but it's always the nice car, but they drive up in some dumpy beater. Because it's Alex's car.
Or like a tiny little smart car with both of them in the front.
I thought they missed a great comedy. Maybe it's better they kept it more serious, but I thought there was a great comedy gold there, like with a fake license plate that says like Marvez #1 or something.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but they had a little bit of comedy in it when he threw a suitcase in the window and stuff like that. But you're right. Why is Alex Marvez driving an SUV that seats 10? You know? Yeah,
I was like, wow, Marvez is doing pretty good. Good for him. But overall, like this, I will say, justice for Daniel Garcia. He better get his shot. I felt like he got robbed in this whole thing. He had his time to shine, but he deserves his title shot. I also want to say, I think when I see things like this and segments like this, that flag, the first thing I think of is I imagine someone getting on the phone like, hi, this is Flag Makers for you. What's your order? Oh, with someone's face, you say? Like a small little fun thing?
No, 50 of them.
Huge, you say. And someone had to actually sit there and like knit this giant flag with these pictures just for a 5-second drop. But that tickles me.
To close the loop there, I mean, I saw a couple comments in the chat. That is kind of the point I'm trying to make. Like, you're not supposed to do that. Some say it's a suggestion and not a law, so to speak, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But it is what MJF's supposed to do. Do the stuff you're not supposed to do. Make fun of somebody's dead grandma. Alter the American flag. Turn it upside down and put it on a T-shirt. Do whatever you have to do because of the booze. And to Jimmy's point, the reaction is still there when his music plays because people are conditioned to that. You can hear it in the crowd, and I was listening for it tonight. They all get fired up, and then they remember, oh, that's right. We hate this guy now. And you start to hear the booze trickle in. It's just going to grow and grow and grow the more heelish he works, which, as we've seen before, there's no limit to how far he can go.
Mm-hmm. It gets tough too because people do love him. So to keep people hating him, even and not in a cool way, it just shows how good he is at what he does.